Welcome everybody to the powered by Facebook Pro Splitgate tournament here on this fine June 5th tournament day. In a moment here we will be joining our first match, which will be Team Squirrel Squad versus Ranked Rejects. Here, let's introduce our teams real briefly. So here's the bracket for today's tournament. Like I said, 6 teams are present to battle it out for the Pro Crown. Most Gated, Squirrel Squad, Ranked Rejects, Rent Free, Old Men, and 4710 are your teams. And as far as the roster goes, let's see if I can pull that up. But the first game will be played between Squirrel Squad and Ranked Rejects.
For sure. Look at that difference now. So we're talking 20 seconds. Like, Ranked Rejects can definitely take this back.
So this could be a very defining moment in this game. Whoever can get a lot of time on this hill can get the momentum they need to carry this out. And Squirrel Squad gets a team wipe. Right now, it's all in the favor of Rejects. Can they capitalize?
I think this is going to come down to Rockets, to be honest with you. Whoever has control of that for the hill after this one, I think will really...
And the sniper will pop up in a second, too. The Rockets are up right now. You can see in the corner of your screen. See if anybody can get that rocket launcher. It's going to be worth it for this last hill, for sure.
No. Wow.
Slim got the rocket launcher. Let's go to him. Slim, oh, he does get taken out, though. Who's got the rockets?
Oh, no.
Tommy has the rockets. Probably the one guy you don't want to have that power weapon if you are Rejects. Oh, my goodness. 10 kill killing streak. Triple kill for... Quad kill for Tommy to seal this game up. It's not quite over, but he just got a clutch 4-for-4 kill. Any emotes on top of it. Play of the game right there by Tommy. Great job.
Like I said earlier, 43-10. He heard you say that he didn't have the best KD, and he just took it back.
I love it when I'm proven wrong as the caster. That just makes this way more fun for everyone at home. And wow, what a play for Tommy. Early, already this tournament is on fire. Let's take a look at the stats here in just a moment. But wow, how about that clutch play by Tommy? Ooh. Anyways, we have a 2-cap advantage in favor of Squirrel Squad early in this one, but the leads are basically tied for all intents and purposes so far. So Tommy 6-1 right now, continuing his momentum from the previous game, and we have a triple cap by Rejects right now. Their lead will grow very quickly unless Squirrel Squad can do something. I like what Rejects are doing. They are rotating as a team, and they have another triple cap to further extend their lead. And they are keeping this Squirrel Squad team dead. They are waiting that costly 8 seconds every time you die. And here comes Squirrel Squad getting the 2-cap. Let's see if they can hold it, though. And right now, the Rejects are leading the game by over 100 points at the moment. Or right now, they're leading by over 100 points. Oh, and it looks like, almost Squirrel Squad got that triple cap. Finnian denying Cardinal from getting that triple.
The score is also now becoming almost equal as well. This is a close game.
We didn't mention it, but Rejects had their 3rd triple cap of the game, and they're closing in on another 100-point lead. And this is the point where you really need to start, gearing up and quickening your pace if you are Squirrel Squad, because the score limit is 700 points. We are entering the end game at this moment. Less than 100 points required for Rejects to win and force this to a game 3. So you can see the pacing of these frags here. It's a lot quicker now. You see like the urgency that these players are playing with now.
Yeah, they definitely sped things up. It's just they need to keep Ranked Rejects from controlling, even if they just need to get C and just neutralize it, not even have full control of it.
Yeah, neutral is almost as good as just a straight-up cap at this point. Like, you only have 30 or so more seconds to get this lead back.
I was going to say, the only thing they could do is triple cap at this point for control, but it seemed like Ranked Rejects had it.
Ranked Rejects. Earlier, we weren't sure about the kill difference between the two teams, but, you know, I'll have you, the viewers at home, look for yourself. You don't need any napkin math to figure out who had the higher number of frags. That, of course, being Ranked Rejects. So this is a double elimination tournament. So whoever ends up losing isn't out. Their day is not over quite yet. They can fight their way back to the grand finals if they're able to endure the rigors of the lower bracket, where everyone's going to be desperate. Because when you're in the lower bracket, that's when you're, win or go home. This one is not win or go home quite yet, but you want to set your team up for the best chance for success, and that's going to be winning the upper bracket. Slim Brady with the bat and Aster with the railgun. Good power weapon start for Rejects.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing a very tight unit for moving around. We'll see if they're able to be cracked open by Squirrel Squad.
They know that they're in red, so it's just a matter of figuring out how they're going to break this setup by Rejects, who has a 3-point lead. Very slim lead early in this one. Oh, lots of kills, and that's a team wipe off of basically both teams. Everybody died, at least once in that team fight. That's kind of crazy. So yeah, it's team deathmatch. No objective other than keeping yourself alive. You are the players themselves are the objectives. So that's why you see teams typically play a little bit slower, more cautious and collected as they move as a unit. And we have a lead change. Squirrel Squad is up by 3 points. Rejects kind of letting this slip away from them if they're not careful. Aster with the new bat. He's good at portaling around. Gets one kill. There's another enemy nearby. Can he do anything else? Likes to run away.
Lost the lead.
Seeing the capabilities of portal plays on display right here as he gets Tommy with that bat. 2 swings left. And Squirrel Squad loses the lead. Rejects up by 1. So it's kind of par for the course in these really intense TDM matches. Oh, fakes Tommy out by going through his portal. And now we are entering the end game. Only 10 points left for Rejects to secure this win and also secure this upset, honestly. Man, what would it mean for Rejects to be down 1-0 in this best of 3 and come back and win the next 2? Squirrel Squad nursing a 1-point lead right now. 44-44. Are we going to see another 49-49 classic?
Will we see a tie?
Squirrel Squad up by 2. Squirrel Squad up by 3. They only need 2 more left to go, and the railgun is up. DJ sees the railgun. He picks it up. 1 more kill left for Squirrel Squad to win this. And Tommy with the SMG kill gets the victory. And Squirrel Squad survives. They advance to the next round of the upper bracket. Unfortunately for Rejects, putting on a valiant effort at the very end, do get down to the lower bracket. Let's take a look at the stats. The next match is Rent Free versus Old Men. And we're gonna go over to the rocket camera. There's usually always an intense fight going on there. You see the bullets streaming from the opposite corridors from each other. Exponent getting a double kill off of JP, and then it's Exponent who gets the rocket launcher.
Yeah, looks like Rent Free is holding pretty strong. We'll see how they can coordinate to take out this hill. This one is one of the harder hills to take control of just because of how you have to approach it while they can set up a backboard.
And then we get JP with a double kill off of Jack and Chasen, and they continue to grow their lead. Rent Free, they have a 70-point lead. That's more than the entirety of one of the hills. And Rent Free, 100-point lead. And they get the sniper rifle. So, as much of a lead that Rent Free has, if we see a Old Men rally in these next 2 hills, they'll be right back into it. But that's a big ask at this point. And wow, not much to say about this one other than the fact that Rent Free, they came here to win. They almost have that 100-point lead once again. No signs of slowing down. 50 points remaining for Rent Free to win. We're at this point where, oh no, Stack killed himself on accident as his portal gets closed on him. Barely the millisecond that portal got closed. He kills himself on accident.
Oh, no.
And the teabag by K-Jules on Tanner. You know, kudos to Old Men, you know, extending this game as long as possible, even though they've been mathematically eliminated since the last hill. And it also seems like they kind of backed off there for a minute, but good game by both teams. Rent Free pulls ahead 1-0 already in this one. All right, so we're gonna be on Cornbread. He's gonna try to go for the sniper here. He's got some competition though from Tanner and does take him out. So Cornbread taking the sniper rifle away from Tanner, and both teams have 1 cap down there. But oh, Rent Free has a triple cap already at the first 30 seconds of the game. Does this triple cap ever stop for Rent Free? They're up by already 120 points, and it's only been a minute since the game started. And will this be a comeback for Old Men? They're up by, they have a 2 cap advantage.
Be secured.
They're looking at 100 points away now, rather than it was 200 before. So it looks like they're doing a good job of bringing this back in.
And they have that triple cap again, and they get to that 200-point lead once again. So, I mean, at this point, Rent Free, they only need 1 point to win here, Ritz. Well, no one's eliminated yet, but the door is beginning to close on Old Men. And that will be game 2 in Rent Free's corner, 2-0 over Old Men. Old Men facing a sweep. Looking at the stats here, Ritz. Anybody on the stat list that jumps out at you? We haven't talked about the score quite yet. Rent Free, they're up by 11 points. So Rent Free up by
map choices.
Rent Free up by 15 points at this moment. 14. No signs of slowing down for our friends on the blue team. Looks like it's gonna be a sweep unless something drastic happens in the favor of Old Men. Let the time work for you.
Up.
Stack's gonna get it. Shotgun's up too. Double kill by Stack. There's a shotgun in there. He's gonna pick it up. He knows he sees that shotgun. He's calling out for his teammates to pick it up. He doesn't want to have both power weapons, and that's exactly what happens. As Micavelli is the one that picks up the full complement of shotgun. This is the time. This is the time for them to make a play. They cut down the 15-point lead down to a 5-point lead.
4 points.
Double kill, 2-point lead. Only a 2-point lead for Rent Free.
This is a nail biter. This
is a crazy comeback for Old Men. Now they're only up by 1 point. Oh, K-Jules gets picked off. 1 point left. This is the nail biter. I see JP trying to be a hero, and it's exactly what happens. He picks off Chasen. Old Men giving Rent Free a run for their money to the very last second, but Rent Free does end up prevailing at the end. They win, sweep this game. This game 3. Sorry, I forgot to advance the game number, but that was game 3 of this best of 5. Rent Free advances to the next round, while Old Men will unfortunately be sent down to the lower bracket. But let's take a look at these stats before we move on. I can just pull up the bracket for you guys, everybody to see at home. So yeah, Most Gated, who we have yet to see, they're going to pull up here in just a second. Most Gated and Rent Free were our first round bye teams. And they will finally be facing each other in this winners final. Okay, so Kuva with that sniper rifle, and they're up by 25 points already.
Yeah, definitely growing a healthy lead right at the start.
Mostly to do with that power weapon control. As you see, Strafe just got a double kill with the rocket launcher and make that a triple kill.
Wow.
And they grow their lead to 50 points. All right, so this is the first game between these two teams, Most Gated versus Rent Free, and already Most Gated putting on a display of asserting themselves over Rent Free, who had their own domination of a round previously. Up by 60 points. 80-point lead for Most Gated.
I'm just looking at the kill feed. Strafe is 21-3. Unfortunately now 21-4, but
Hill control.
Very terrifying presence.
But to me, what separates these two teams at this point in the game is the frags. You look at the number of deaths, to tell you the most accurate number. And no one on Most Gated has a double-digit death counter, while almost everybody on Rent Free has a double-digit death counter. So
Good 8-10 hours.
oh, double kill by
Beautiful
Akuvo.
shot.
Akuvo has no signs of slowing down. They're gonna win by almost 150 points here. They only need 6 more points to secure this victory. And there we go. We have a first game won by Most Gated of this best of 3 in the winners bracket finals. It's a good game by both teams. Let's take a look at those stats. And then we got a triple cap. Oh, Maddie with a good pickup with the rockets. Gets the shotgun. And Red Free with a triple cap. These frags are translating to a lot of objective points as Rent Free continues to grow their lead with this triple cap here, Ritz. Why is Rent Free winning right now? I mean, I know they have the higher points, but how did they get higher points?
Well, for starters, they definitely had some power weapon control, but they
Losing C.
definitely are controlling the map quite well, as you can see here. K-Jules is here in shotgun. The entire team just showed up for it, so they're doing
They
great.
did.
Being
Triple cap for Rent Free as they proceed to 550 points. 150 points left for them to win. And I don't know, it's kind of a lackluster performance by Most Gated. They maybe just, you know, it's not for lack of trying, but they just can't get a foothold on this map, and it's showing. You know, they're behind almost 400 points, which is an absolute colossal amount of points. So it looks like kind of that strategy has been passed down to these teams, and it worked out more for Rent Free in this case. We'll look at the stats. And the fight goes in favor of Rent Free, who gets the rocket launcher, specifically Exponent. So we'll go over to him. Gets double kill with the rocket launcher. Great play, taking out Maddie and Strafe. And they are up 7-3. Now these early leads don't really mean much, especially on TDM, but you know, if you can get the lead, you might as well take it. So far, I'm just seeing some good individual plays by both teams. But right now, it's kind of the K-Jules and Cornbread show, and JP as well. They've all have 8 kills respectively or more. Meanwhile, Kubo, Maddie, and their team struggling to keep up, and they do, are behind by 11 points. Make that 12 points now. 14-27, 13-point lead for not for Most Gated, for Rent Free. Most Gated falls to Rent Free in this third game. They are now facing elimination from the upper bracket, as this is a best of 5. And as always, let's take a look at the stats. And another lead change, this time in favor of Rent. Back and forth here. And Rent Free controlling the hill once again, up 70 points.
Hill control.
That is not a small lead, especially at this stage in the game. 100-point lead for Rent Free. Seemingly like they are living Rent Free on the hill. Most Gated, though, they finally crossed the triple-digit milestone. K-Jules with 40 kills right now. That is incredible. So the railgun is up, everybody.
Hill control. Hill control.
I think both teams have more pressing matters right now. Maddie does see it, though.
Double kill. Triple kill.
And gets a triple kill.
Hill control.
Is this enough for them to bring themselves back into this one, though? They are down 90 points now, and they only have 3.5 kills remaining. And carries Rent Free to the grand finals. Rent Free wins the upper bracket finals at this best of 5. Most Gated winning that first game 1-0 over Rent Free, and then Rent Free after that never looked back. They won the games 2, 3, and 4, and they advanced to the grand finals. Most Gated will have to fight their way back through the lower bracket. But as you can see from these stats, when you have 2 players on the same team dropping more than 40 kills each, you know that it's an uphill battle for the other guys. So no doubt, a very convincing win for Rent Free, winning by exactly 100 points on this King of the Hill match. So we are joined by another very special guest, Finnian. How is it going, man? Thank you for joining us on short notice.
Yeah, no problem, dude. Anytime.
But yeah, Finnian is joining us as our co-caster, and both teams for the next match are filing in. Let's take a look at the bracket real quick here, guys. That is my stream. Let's go to there we go. There's the bracket. So Old Men overcame Squirrel Squad 2-0. That's teamed by Stack, Tanner, DJ, and Micavelli. Am I wrong about that? I think I'm right.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, Old Men 2-0'd Squirrel Squad. They advanced to the losers, or the lower bracket finals, as we like to call it. Most Hated versus Old Men. So yeah, we'll see how this plays out here, Finnian.
Yeah.
All right, going to the shotgun camera here real quick. Who's gonna get it? Matty gets it. He pulls it away from them at the last second, and Matty, 5 shots left with the shotgun, gets a kill off of chasing through his portal.
Hill control.
Already,
look at him go. He's on the road.
Akubo gets that rocket launcher early,
Hill control.
and like you said, Finnian, power weapons. That's just the name of the game here.
Definitely, you can see that so far. It looks like most gated seems to have a little bit of the advantage on the power weapon side, and you know, with rockets in Akubo's hands, you never know.
Double kill.
It's the
There,
double.
get up in
And Old Men's already there at the hill, but Matty cleans up with
look
the
at
those last 2 shots with the shotgun. Very
Kill like a
crucial.
scope.
10-0 for Matty.
He's definitely. You could see that. Oh, there's another one on Mike.
Double kill.
Make that 12-0.
Hill
Looks like it's
control.
140, 150 to 96. You know, Old Men really got to step up the game if they want to.
Kubo with a double kill with the rocket launcher, and that will help him extend their lead as he sees the shotgun. He's just gonna nurse that shotgun. He's no
I think
no
he's
hurry to pick
waiting.
that up.
100%. You know, if you're looking at the kill difference here, you see Matty's got like 29 kills already. Those power weapons really are paying off.
And I mean, neither team is out of it. I mean, we're praising Most Gated right now, but they're only up by 50 points. That's not
you know,
that much, honestly, at this point.
Especially in this part, Mike.
Shotgun's up. Oh, he drops it though. Who's gonna get it? It's Micavelli. Micavelli has a shotgun. Very clutch. That play can bring them back into this game. Stack has the rocket launcher.
Well, they got rockets and shotgun.
That long distance rocket from Stack to Matty, that was a nasty hit. So they are still down by 50 points. So it's a lot of things have to go right for Old Men at this point, but it's still very doable. I've seen bigger comebacks than this. Unless I think unless Old Men can take away the shotgun right here and then get the majority of the time, I think this kind of spells trouble for them early in this round. It's a 45-point lead for Most Gated. Make that a 50-point lead and growing.
Matty just took him out. Matty's on 45 kills right now. Jeez.
And I think
I don't know, I think that's it.
mathematically, that's going to be a point in Most Gated's favor. You see some desperation rockets there, but it doesn't matter. That's just to pad your stats. We're giving a point over to Most Gated. We'll end this off with Matty, who's got 48 kills and 18 deaths. Best kill-death ratio in the game, most kills in the game. And that seemed to be the difference maker in this one.
100%.
Let's take a look at those stats.
Ooh, he gets taken out by Stack.
Double kill.
And Stack with a double.
Stack
That's a team
keeping
wipe
the
off
roll.
of Most Gated, and that's the momentum that they're going to need to continue if they want to tie the series up 1-1.
He's got a nice new SMG.
And that's a triple cap. That's a triple cap for Old Men.
Old Men definitely look like they chose this map for a reason.
Secured.
And now Most Gated has a triple cap. So for every second that passes by, that's 3 seconds closer to eating away at that lead. Yeah, and there's no lead that is safe on domination.
Losing C.
And just like that, this lead is basically gone for Old Men. In fact, it's a lead change in favor of most gated.
Losing C.
So what we were saying earlier, Finnian, with them having like all this momentum on their side, it's totally gone.
Yeah, you know, again, it's the way Dom works, especially Atlantis. I think one of the reasons why people don't like picking it so much is because it's one of the even more mercurial maps that Dom happens to have.
Another triple cap in this late in this mid game. When you have a triple cap going into 500 points, Finnian, it's usually, I don't know the statistics. I'd love someone to run the statistics, but if you have a triple cap going into 500 points, I feel like more often than not you're gonna win.
Every second, the chances that Old Man has of just going down, it looks like Strafe's a big contributor to that.
Strafe only has 8 deaths.
That looks like game, to be honest.
A lost.
Yep, that's game.
Over.
Not quite. The round is not over. We have a
Definitely
best
not
of 5, so that means Old Men are facing a sweep, though. So we will go into the anti-sweep ban rules. I'm looking at the stats here, Finnian. Anything stick out to you? And that railgun's way too exposed for anybody to feel comfortable getting. So
Seems like they have a lot of pushing to hill. But Kubo's...
Kubo picks up the
Oh,
railgun.
there he goes. He got bat, too. Let's see what he can do with it.
Matty,
He can get this
6-0.
Oh, wow. Look at Matty. Let's see if he can get this one, too.
Jason
Trying to get out.
barely gets away. Not for long,
And
though.
Matty gets knocked down.
And Tanner gets the better of Matty, then gets refragged by Toby. So almost, that is a team wipe. That is a team wipe off of most gated. Good momentum shift in the favor of Old Men.
Looks like he gets taken out by Matty.
Lost the
Oh,
lead.
Tanner just lasering the enemy to death. And now they're
What
back.
he does best.
His team is back in the game now because of that.
34 to 33. If you look at, you know, Strafe's on a 19 kill death, 8 death. He's being the team leader in this one.
This is starting to tilt in the favor of Old Men. Most gated have to pick up the pace here and not get left behind and late in this most crucial part of the game. 43 to 46. The railgun
47.
is up. The railgun is up. That would be a huge play to make right now if you could pick that up.
This is the play right here. If they, if most gated can get this railgun, that could really go in their favor.
And it's
Looks
Kubo.
like a Kubo grabbed it.
Misses stack. They only need one more
That's
shot.
one
One more kill for Old Men will do it. And it happens. Micavelli with the game-winning kill. And Old Men avoid being swept in this lower bracket final. Good job on Old Men forcing it game 4.
Amazing plays by Old Man.
Oh, all right. So that did come down to the last second. It was basically tied up until like the mid 40s, and then Old Men pulled ahead and didn't look back.
King of the hill.
Let's take a different perspective on the rocket launcher.
Double kill.
Big fight across the corridor as always happens, and then a Kubo sweeps in and gets it. For now,
Yeah,
Old Men have a 15-point lead. Not much to
Lost.
go on because usually 15 points can go away in a blink of an eye. And it's easy to forget. It's easy to forget, but Old Men are just as desperate as they were in the previous game that they won.
Tied the
Because they
leader.
still face
Yeah.
elimination.
Gain
Like
the lead.
right now, most gated, they can afford, technically they can afford to lose this game because
Hill
they don't face
lost.
elimination. But Old Men, it's do or die from here on out. So they're definitely
You don't
gonna
wanna
feel the
put the-
pressure. Let's go to Strafe, who's on the hill. And now they extend it to a 40-point lead with 3 hills remaining in this game.
Hill
If
control.
I'm Old Men here, you gotta make some play. You gotta get if you get one good hill here, we'll put them back in the game. But
Good pick off of a Kubo. Yeah, it's definitely not over. When you have 2.5 hills remaining, it's I mean, you're talking about 100 points of
Hill control.
time that you could get
Hill
from 2
control.
hills. It's only a 40-point
spree.
lead, 45-point
Double
lead.
kill.
They can pull this off,
Hill
but they gotta get
control.
Matty off this hill as soon as possible.
100%. And with that Plaz, you know, he could be deadly. In this area, it's a little bit more open, but he still gets that kill on Mike.
Tick tock, tick tock. They are continuing to grow their lead, and in a few seconds, Old Men might be mathematically eliminated from the tournament before this game even ends. And doing some napkin math here, looks like they are already eliminated. Looks like your lower bracket winners is most gated
Kill control.
And we'll give them the point. See how they end up this game. But congratulations to Most Gated. They clawed their way back to the grand finals to face Rent Free.
Hill lost. Game
And we
over.
hope to see Old Men, the players in that team, in a future tournament. So, good game by both teams. Good job by Old Men by not getting swept there. And we have our finals teams already set. 53 points by Maddie. Need I say more? All right. So let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at the bracket, everyone. We know that this one right here was resulted in a 3-1 victory for Most Gated over Old Men. Now, like we said, the origin of this tournament, Rent Free was second seed while Most Gated was first seed. However, since Rent Free won the winners final, they supersede. They're the new first seed, and then they'll be over the lower bracket. So that's just one of the small advantages you get going into this grand finals. And in addition to that, this is different from previous tournaments. Those of you who have watched this before, neither the winner bracket team will not start with 1 point. So if instead of just playing out the game and whoever wins the whole thing, if the loser bracket team wins, in this case Most Gated, then it resets and we play another best of 5. So buckle up. Well, who knows what's going to happen?
Could be an interesting matchup here. You got two really good teams, but who knows? Let's see if they can pull some magic off.
King of the
at the end
hill.
of the game. Railgun, as always, struggling to get that. Cornbread doesn't hesitate to get it this time, though. And he misses his first shot. Can't portal away. Kubo there with the kill.
Hill lost.
We haven't mentioned anything about the score yet, but yeah, it's Most Gated doubling the score Rent Free is doubling the score of Most Gated at the moment.
Hill control.
What turned into a small lead is definitely shaping out to be more than that.
Now looking at these stats for Rent Free, and
Hill control.
their kills and their deaths are basically like really close to each other.
Yeah, I think Rent Free has a smidge bit of advantage, but overall I feel like they're pretty comparable. Anything could happen still.
Hill lost.
Well, 2 shots remaining for Strafe, and he gets a 2-for-1 with the railgun. Huge moment there for Strafe. He does get taken out by Casuals, though. Is that going to be enough for them to get the lead back? Doesn't look like it. That was a great play, though, by Strafe. Exponent has the railgun. 3 shots left.
Now, if we're looking at this score, it's definitely went down to, there's a nice kill on Toby here, very close.
Double kill. Make that a triple kill off of Most Gated. Exponent doing a great job sealing this team's lead, continuing the lead for his team. And we are on the final hill of the game. This is the one that matters the most since they are within 30 points of each other. So I'm gonna go over to the free cam here as we take a look at who has control of the hill. No one so far. And it looks like they're not mathematically eliminated yet, but Exponent with a nice kill. Make that a double kill for Exponent.
And that might be, well, let's see.
That mathematically Rent Free wins this game.
Looks like Rent Free took the advantage, but slightly. But I believe your estimation, Endo, was definitely on point. A lot closer than one would have expected.
Maddie padding some stats to end this game off. But this is not going to be enough. It's going to be a Game 1 victory for Rent Free over Most Gated. In any case, looking at these stats, let's see what kind of story this tells us here, Finnian. I'm going to go over to the railgun camera this time. If anybody going to railgun, looks like it's Toby with the railgun. He gets that real quick. We'll go over to him. This is JP. Connects the second shot with JP, and he gets the Exponent was there with the sniper rifle, overlooking that rocket launcher perch. That was a really clutch play by him.
Secure.
So great start by Rent Free, owning the rockets and railgun at the same time. Unless Matty has something to say about it with his headshots with the sniper.
You know, Matty's there just completely destroying, and they seem to be doing that.
Triple cap for most gated right now. Only a 20-point lead for now. Matty 9-2, looking at JP right now with the SMG.
See, this is the position you want to be in if you're most gated. You want to force them to try to cap B first. You always want to have AC, and then, you know, you should only, at least, you should be only getting B as a triple cap. So it looks like things are going in their favor right now.
B secure.
But who knows, things could change.
Matty continues his onslaught. He's in a 2v1 situation, does get taken out though. And a triple cap for, once again, for most gated. They are not looking back with a 100-point lead.
And we have experience, you know, Dom can change in a second, so nothing's set in stone yet, but it seems to be doing like they're definitely setting their mark here.
Secure. C secured. B lost.
Laying down some fire into bottom mid. Cornbread able to pick up the assist.
Double kill.
Does a good job of taking it. Slowly, but
Big
he's
team
not
fight right there. That was... If Akubo can win this team, finishes off with a kill, he doesn't. But it doesn't matter. Strafe gets the kill. So, I mean, this triple cap continues to march along. 3 points per second. That means you get 30 points in 10 seconds. That is crazy time.
They've almost already overcome twice the amount of points as Rent Free. If I'm
6 minutes left in this game, but the score limit is 700 points, and most gated showing no signs of slowing down as they get another triple cap.
And another kill. You know, I have yet to see Rent Free have less than 2 deaths at a time. You know, look at, they're even three down right now. I feel like looks like this is gonna be game for most gated. I'm gonna take this away.
Most gated ties the series 1-1, and you know, now we will not be facing an anti-sweep or sweep rule this time. Yeah, 2 evenly matched teams in my opinion. Just a matter of what map they pick.
Yeah, it seems like they really popped off with lava, which makes me wonder why they ignored it so long.
All right, let's see who gets this railgun first. It's usually a mad dash to the railgun room. Sometimes. Cornbread
picked it up.
See, can he do anything with it? No, Akubo gets a
Akubo.
crazy headshot off of him.
Okay, Jules.
6-0 start for Toby right now. Make that 7-0 with that
Amazing.
assist.
Starting out with a 16-6 lead, that's huge.
This early on in the game, having a 10-point lead is no small feat.
Oh yeah, especially.
She's looking for an enemy, and you know, I feel like as soon as Rent Free slowed down, they ate away at most gated's lead. You get the same feeling?
100%. Yeah, I completely agree, and I think that's exactly what makes them pros, is that they did exactly what is difficult, which is slow down, tell yourself something's wrong, we gotta fix it, and they did it. They definitely cut that lead down from 10-3. Rent Free has a 5-point lead now, which is big. Once you get into the 40s, that's when things start to get a little bit real. 42-35. If I'm most gated here.
JP has the sniper.
Uh-oh. So what he can do with this? This could
And
be
they're
big.
up by 8 points. This is a complete flip.
Double kill.
They only need 5 more kills to win. 4 more kills to win. Cornbread killing Toby. Can't connect off of Kubo. Kubo gonna be around the corner, and he misses the first, second, and third shots. Unfortunate for Exponent. And then he gets picked off of Matty. So 47-38. Now we talk about how domination can be. You can overcome really huge leads in domination, but TDM is way different.
Game over.
Yeah.
It's
And-
really
and
hard
this game-
to get your footing once you're down a certain number of points.
Especially, and I think that comeback by Rent Free was amazing. You know, that was the play of the game, or the plays of the game. That team comp especially came in handy, and it kind of backfired on most gated.
Matty just got at least a double. I think he might have got a triple with that assist. But yeah, team wipe on Rent Free, and 60-point lead and growing for most gated. They're roaming the map and getting frags, keeping them, not even letting them get close to the hill.
I think you're right. I think that's definitely definitely on the money. Personally, I think on that's more on Rent Free side for not coordinating, because I feel like if they coordinated and pushed as a team, they probably would be able to prevent that specific, you know, way of doing things. But it seems like they're a little discombobulated. You know, like 50-point lead on most gated side. Definitely feeling comfortable right now.
Kill
See if
lost.
JP can do anything with this
Kill
snipe.
lost.
Seems to be whiffing a lot of shots, but never know.
Ooh, nice kill by
Kill
Toby.
control.
Toby, 20 kills and 9 deaths. Best KD ratio in the game, I do believe. 120-point lead for most gated.
I think that's a
Nice
little
headshot
Game
just to
over.
cap that game off. A Kubo headshot off of K-Jules basically sums up how this game shook out. So 2-2 tie, guys. But in the meantime, let's take a look at the stats.
The leader. Gain the lead.
All right, 2-cap advantage early for Rent Free. Can they keep going on this? JP, next opponent, gets some kills. Toby gets a kill off of K-Jules.
If I'm Rent Free right now, I'm feeling pretty confident. This is, you know, don't push your luck here. You got a good thing going. CV, you know.
BC,
You know,
oh
it may
yeah,
not be
that's the golden hold. The B and C.
Losing B.
And it's just a 25-point lead for Rent Free. It's not too much.
nothing crazy. It seems to be normalizing a little bit now. We see a lot of one taps and neutrals. You know, most gated at the moment has 2-cap, but I don't know how long that's gonna last for. Because if we look at Cornbread's got the bat, definitely getting some kills with it. Nice kill on Toby.
Cornbread going crazy with the bats and the portal triples. And we have a 17-point difference right now. That's basically nothing. For all intents and purposes, these teams are tied.
Yeah, they definitely, especially in a dom, that's what they have is super, like, even. I was, to be honest, I'm a little surprised. I thought it would be more one-sided, but both teams are playing amazing.
I can tell when everything's on the line like this. Well, as much as they can be in the first best of 5. You know, that playing with desperation. It's always high risk, high reward gameplay, and both teams are both doing the high risk, high reward stuff. So you win some, you lose some when you're playing like that. And that's why it's so even. It seems like.
Definitely, I think right now the big thing is we're just waiting for one of the teams to make their big mistake, which usually happens around midway through the game. Could not happen.
Oh!
Nice exponent kill with the snipe. Right now the thought is that they're not fighting for A point. Like I said, if you're them, you don't need it. You got B and C. That's all you need. Nice kill on Maddie here. They might be able to take back C.
And a triple cap for Rent Free will eat away at this lead in just a matter of seconds.
It's like,
And there's a lead change.
Oh yeah, Rent Free's got the BC now, which is exactly the trend we're talking about. BC being the popular hold. Oh, a little emote there.
I think he was using that to get the third person camera perspective around the corner.
That's kind of smart. Haven't thought about that before. Still maintaining that close score, and as we're kind of falling into the end game here. Interesting, because we haven't seen any huge mistakes by either of the teams. So who knows? This might be a very, very close game by a matter of 10 points or something. So
if Rent Free wins this, they are the tournament winners. If Most Gated wins this, we have to go to another best of 5.
Well, it looks like Rent Free's got a nice position right now. They got a triple cap at 600. That's big.
Yep, we've talked about this before, right? Where if you got a triple cap this late into the game, like I feel like your chances increases exponentially.
This is exactly what we've seen before. Like you said, and it went well for that team. So you know, who knows? it's not too bad. You know, there's always a chance to come back. It's 500 to 615, so it's not at that point yet. But I think after you pass 630 and there's a double cap, I think then is when
You gotta start going for those 2 cap neutrals.
Yeah, I think if you're most gated here, you gotta go through triple cap. At this position, they're double capping. Oh, they could probably get a single cap and win in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, you gotta start neutral. You gotta neutral B and then just protect 2 maps, 2 areas.
And I think you gotta be, you know, one thing I've noticed is that going in 2s is super important. And look, they almost got a triple cap. They got a triple cap for a second. They got a dual cap here, but let's see if they can hold this. 'Cause like I said,
Double cap for rent free. It's TikTok in about 15 seconds.
Oh, dual cap.
10 seconds.
This game might go to rent free in the 90s.
This tournament will go to rent free.
Losing C.
Oh,
6 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rent free is your Facebook Pro Splitgate Tournament champions. Congratulations to Rent Free. We hope to see Most Gated in the future. Good luck. You know, kudos to them for forcing a Game 5 and pushing this all the way to the end. We'll bring up those stats for you guys in just a second. There we go. But congratulations, Rent Free is your Facebook Pro Splitgate Tournament champions. All right, guys. Well, that's going to be it for this tournament. Thank you once again very much to Facebook Gaming for powering this tournament. So shout out to them. And once again, about the future of Splitgate, we're very excited about the future as well. And June 11th, expect to see an announcement then. Anyways, I was your host, End of Forever. I was joined by Ritz and Finnian as co-casters. And I will see you guys in the next one.